back for the second half of this wonderful production put on by Mr. Scott Fant and Paul Johnson. And back in the back is David Hayden joining them. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Hey, thank y'all for showing up. Saturday after Thanksgiving. This is always fun to play here. It's one of my favorite places to play in the world. I've not been all the way around the world yet. The world as I know it.
Our little world. My
little world. I was talking to CJ and Randy, and they reminded me of this song. I thought of this. This one, I wrote this one with Sandy too. It's called Adagio for the Lonely. Only that's the wrong song. Some days are gonna lie in ruins and pieces at your feet. Work this muddy field and walk this bloody street. Yeah, you stand in the long shadows, shaking off another day, trying to give more than you take away. I've watched you from my window, I've wondered where you go. Street lights on faded denim, your breath as white as snow. If beauty was your alibi, you'd never have a debt to pay. You gotta give more than you take away. When everything there ever was standing there with you in the front porch light, was it easier than breathing in your sleep? And anything you want in love, you learn you better hold on tight. 'Cause nothing here is ever yours to keep. Maybe there's nothing there, maybe it was only us, counting on the hope we'd find it, betting on what chance there was. And so you dance with a sad stranger and let the adagio play, and try to give more than you take away. 'Cause even on the highest mountain, sometimes the mighty and the righteous fall, and they'll leave you there to find your own way down. You're like a flower in a field on fire. Sometimes I feel so small. If I look up at the sky, I may drown. Some nights my ghosts are with me, they cry and shake their bones. I try to call them to the light, and they try to call me home. Some nights there's only nothing, just air and emptiness, and every breath I take is sweet as my lover's kiss. Thank you. Oh, what y'all got?
I don't know.
About to jam.
It's awful nice. Let's see.
You gonna play on this one, Dave? You wanna switch?
Up to Paul, you gotta tell me. You guys tell me what you want.
Well, since we got David up here, what do you think? You can sit there, and if you want to throw a rip in here, just go right ahead.
No, he's good.
All right.
That way we can get you on
Oh,
tape.
yeah. Sinister.
Sinister.
Yeah. All right. Dave is going to try to get some blues going on here.
trying to break away from a little bit of worry and strife. Hey, but baby, I feel like something's going on. It makes me feel like we're lost inside some sinister arms. Rich man's a getting richer, the working man will barely get by. Rich man's a getting richer, hell, it's another stick in the eye. It makes me feel like we're lost inside a sinister sky.
Come on.
It makes me feel like we're lost inside this sinister sky. Hey, I think tomorrow it'll take my greatest will to rise and head back to work, baby, just to pay those bills. Rich man's a getting richer, hell, this working man will barely get by. Hell, it makes me feel like we're lost under a sinister sky. It makes me feel like we're lost under a sinister. Hell, I feel like we're lost in a sinister sky. I think tomorrow I'll rise and head back to work, but I know it's gonna take everything I got. It's more than it's worth. A rich man's a getting richer, hell, this working man barely gets by. Hell, it makes me feel like we're lost under a sinister. Hell, I feel like we're lost inside a sinister. Hey, I feel like we're lost inside a sinister sky.
Thank you very much. Brian, Scott Fant back here.
David Hayden.
Nice song.
I moved your mic.
Huh?
I moved your mic.
Oh no, you moved it. No, well I do. That's cool, man.
Just the top part.
feel like I have to wait till 11 to get you guys going.
There you go. Let's see. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's fun playing those blues. Thanks for letting me.
Oh, no problem. It's been a pleasure to hear you playing tonight. So,
Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, let's try the chicken song. The song has haunted me since 2002. This is a long story and it's got a lot of words. I hope I remember them all. Here we go. I think I will. Roy came to Dallas on a Greyhound bus, and his luggage was a brown paper sack. He had one good suit and a pair of lizard boots and a pearl snap shirt upon his back. He found a job swinging a frame and hammer, and he worked in the paper mill at night. It didn't take him long to find out big city fast food don't do much for a country appetite. Well, he said, I was raised on chickens Mama caught out in the yard. Red beans, collard greens, taters fried in lard. Hey, thank you, drive through a second window, please. It's about to starve the country out of me. Now, Pearl was a city girl, she was pretty as the truth. She got a lot of comments on her looks, but you know how things are nowadays. Life gets kinda hectic. She just never took the time to learn to cook. Well, now old Roy was delighted when he caught Pearl's eye, and she invited him for supper after work. But his joy turned hard when he saw them frozen dinners, and he said, Pearl, I hope your feelings won't be hurt. But see, I was raised on chickens Mama caught out in the yard. Red beans, collard greens, taters fried in lard. These microwaves and paper plates and chili from a can, that ain't no way to feed a hungry working man. Oh, a little chicken chasing music here. Old Roy kept on working hard and he saved a little money. Of course, he also lost a lot of weight. Bought him 20 acres and an old farm-all tractor. He had a plan to set his problems straight. And now, despite their rocky start, him and Pearl were finally married, and they built a little house around their place. And he plowed him up a garden, and he filled the yard with chickens. He said, Pearl, I want our kids to always say, I was raised on chickens Mama caught out in the yard. Red beans, collard greens, taters fried in lard. Hey, Pearl, if you'll go fetch 'em, I can cook 'em if you can catch 'em, 'cause them yard birds are still my favorite meat. And us country folks, we sure know how to eat. No, I won't let 'em starve the country out of me. Thank you. Oh, Lordy. That's
What?
silly. That's just silly.
well, you got to have some zaniness.
Everybody wants the fried chicken.
Song makes me hungry.
All right. Well, David, since we got David up here, I'll do one more with the harp with Dave.
Shoot, Jeff.
And
I want to do one with it, too. I got another animal song I'm not going to play.
one in E minor. B, C, and D.
Well, I'm standing outside the window of your love and thinking about you. Standing at the window of your love and I'm thinking about you. Yeah, you wanna play a game? what you're looking for when you look through those eyes of love. Is your heart fading fast like the sand through the hourglass of love? Hey, you wanna play a game you win? Hey, my darling, now I tell you that sink or swim. Yeah, 'cause I only wanna play a game you'll win. Well, I'm standing outside the window of your love and I'm dreaming about you. Standing at the window of your love and I'm dreaming about you. Hey, you wanna play a game you win? Come on, darling, now I tell you that it's sink or swim. Yeah, 'cause I only wanna play a game you win. Tell me, do wild horses run when you feel like this love has begun? Do they run wild and free out over this open prairie? Hey, you wanna play a game you win? Come on, darling, now I tell you that sink or swim. Yeah, 'cause I only wanna play a game you win. You play that game? Want to do another one? Please, no. Well, I'm standing at that window and thinking about you. Standing at the window of your heart and I'm dreaming about you. Yeah, you wanna play this game you win? Come on, darling, now I tell you that sink or swim. Yeah, and I only wanna play a game you win. Does love follow you like the leaves of the weeping willow do? Does love follow you like the leaves, gentle and true? Yeah, you wanna play a game you win? Come on, darling, now I'll tell you that it's sink or swim. Yeah, 'cause I only wanna play this game you'll win.
All right, thank you. Thanks, David.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I got a little bit of loss there.
It's all
Call back
good.
up.
We're amongst friends here. Thank you all very much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Everybody going home and having lots of turkey left over? Huh?
It's all gone.
It's all gone? You got kids around the house then? Come in and clean you out?
Just me
Okay.
eating that stuff. Yeah, I see, man. You sit in on this one, David. See
Whatever
what-
you want. Help yourself. Oh,
Let's see what
excuse me.
I can sit on your
Oh.
lap.
I was just waiting for the nod. There you go, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
All
All right.
Hi to everybody from Oklahoma.
Hi.
Is he watching online?
Yeah.
Hello, Whit Hyde. We wish you were here, bud. Whit played the drums on that album that's out there for sale, so if you
He
like
said
some
the
drumming.
exact same words. I wish I was there.
Yeah, wish he was too.
Where you went?
Okay, this is A minor on guitar. I don't
A
know.
minor. Okay, well it should be A minor for me.
I'm not educated. And then it just goes to D, let's go to C. We're rehearsing right now.
Let's see. Let's try this one.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty
You've done this
swampy.
a couple times. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It just goes something
Yeah.
like this one. Go.
I tend to get lucky a lot too.
He's got tequila in his hollow leg, and he don't mind. Just help yourself. He keeps tobacco in a live oak keg, but he don't care. You gotta roll it yourself. A little house sitting back in the woods, made out of slabs from a cypress log. The air's clean and the water's good, but don't touch that dog. That dog's got a mouthful of danger, vice grip jaws, and a chainsaw bite. Have mercy on a hapless stranger creeping around in the middle of the night. He's got a neck like a log chain pit bull and hair like a javelina hog. He's about as ugly as a one-eyed catfish. Don't touch that dog. Catahoula mama, red bone hound, blue heeler and a black mouth cur. He ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. He said he got him from a hoodoo woman who lives somewhere along the cattle trace. He'd like to raise another pup someday if he can get up there and he can find her place. He's got a tail about as long as your thumb, eyes the color of a July fog. It comes down to a friend he can count on. You can't touch that dog. Catahoula mama, red bone hound, blue heeler and a black mouth cur. He ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. Track back to the Cossatot River where the alligator gar and the Appaloosa cat. Knee deep in that concrete water, need to wash my Jomo and something like that. My head's hard like a bodark fence post. I can chip a widow's white oak log and draw water from the Locksburg well, but don't touch that dog. Catahoula mama, red bone hound, blue heeler and a black mouth cur. He ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. Don't touch that dog. Don't touch that dog. David Hayden. There you go. Good job, man.
Thank you.
That was pretty swampy.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Kind of doggy too.
It was doggy.
Yeah, sometimes he would do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we were kind of talking earlier about all the friendships that we've developed through the years, and again, I appreciate Randy and Helen so very much.
Oh, yeah.
The day I met all these folks, they really just kind of take you in like your family, and I think all of you here know that, their warmth and hospitality. So, just a round of applause for them. This other gal over here is Wanda. It's Wanda Mullins, and she had a CD out there too. And she's one of the songwriters that I met when I moved here, amongst our friends through the DSA, FWSA, and in the Music Room Studios here. And so I'd like to invite her to come up to do a song she wrote called "Lord Tell Your Angels," if she would.
Yay, Wanda! Yay!
You want to just switch off the for a minute? Just for a minute?
Yeah, no, we're good.
I really wasn't planning on singing. I was just going to be.
I'm going to have to jump over here real quick. I gotta
Yes.
reset.
Thank you very much.
Shoot that thing.
I should sing like this.
Hey, Paul, are you going to sing harmony?
I'll take this one.
Yeah, you can use that mic.
You can tell a
Gentlemen.
story about the song?
Well, I'm working, yeah.
I remember. It was here.
So, yeah, we'll go on and tell the story. We were kind of going to tell some stories as we went along tonight, but I think we're like a freight train out of control, and we've just been having so much fun. So, any rate, this song here, I was hanging out with Randy and Helen one night, and in walks this gal, and she has this music, and she's like, I just don't know what to do with this. She was really into like Southern gospel and all these things, and she had these words that were written down, and I thought it was well said. And so we put some music to it, and it kind of goes like this. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you for having me.
Wanda came all the way from Virginia.
Yeah, when Paul says, "Hey, Wanda, you going to come to the show?" I said, "This is Paul." So I came all the way from Virginia. And then when I get here, after I drove 8 hours, he said, "Will you sing this song?" I'm going to do it for Paul. So if I screw up the words, I wrote them down. Lord, tell your angels to watch over me. And Lord, tell your angels, open my eyes so I can see. Sometimes I slip and fall when I'm walking in the night. Sometimes I close my eyes so I just don't see your light. Sometimes I find myself places I shouldn't be. So Lord, tell your angels, watch over me. Thank you, Helen. Lord, I'm a sinner, and I'm bound for doing wrong. So Lord, see my weakness and help me to be strong. Sometimes I find myself doing things I shouldn't do. Lord, teach me how to glorify you. Oh, and paint me in a picture of how I should be. And Lord, tell your angels, watch over me. Living in this world can get the best of you. but standing in your light. It warms me through and through. Oh Lord, give me answers and teach me to be good. Pray to you every day. I read your living words. Oh, when I trip and fall, Lord, forgive me. Lord, tell your angels, watch over me. Watch over me. Help me to be free. God, forgive me and make me beautiful, so beautiful in your eyes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Wanda.
I didn't either.
Thank you.
Sister from another mother.
And so, I just want to say she was one of my favorite songwriters that I met when I came to Texas too, and I'm so glad that she could be here tonight. And she did a song, a tribute to her dad. It's awesome.
I think
So
I gotta
check
call-
it out on her album. It's
I gotta
really
call-
good.
There's a guy right here that needs a lot of credit, Jim Nitschke too, because he's the one that introduced me.
That's right. That one I know we used to do it all the time.
Okay.
So he taught me how to do all this. Wasn't for Jim Nitschke, would none of this happen.
Music gets right back in your heart.
Paul, I'm tangled up. I want to go this way. Dog.
Do that again.
Like a dog.
Are you going in circles?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
At least I went the right direction that time.
Leave us a Phoenix, that one in.
Don't touch that dog.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, my turn.
Sing about catfish.
No, I did.
Catfish.
I did that one because we wrote that one there.
Yeah.
I mean, she wrote the words, and I
That's a
just threw a
good
little bit
song.
of music with it.
Thank you, Wanda. All the way from Virginia. Paul came from Illinois.
The
Wow.
perfect melody for that song, Paul. Don't cut yourself.
Oh, thank you very much. That song was a real blessing, you know. So.
Let's see. I probably told this story. I'm trying to write this 5-song EPs. I got the last one written. I think I'm gonna kick the last one off with this. I call this a new song because if it's less than 5 years old and I hadn't recorded it yet, I'll call it new.
You are a songwriter.
Yeah. I know how to play that game.
Oh, you want to turn your chair around?
Is that what I did? What did I do?
See, you know, your feet need to be up.
What have I?
By the way, guys, all y'all need to be here for the Christmas show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that'll be
Ken
awesome.
Gaines and Greg Whitfield and Alan Hurt. It's going to be a lot of fun. And what was it, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, you opened for
Yeah, I
this.
did.
If I remember the words of Ken Gaines, the first thing he did when he took the stage is he said, Scott Fant is a hell of a song.
That was a nice thing to say.
He is right.
I was. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Those three guys, though, y'all blew me away. I was overwhelmed. I was just like, yeah.
There's only one Scott Fant, don't you forget.
That's probably good. That's probably good.
We love you, Scott.
Thank you. Love y'all too. You talk about Randy and Helen. Y'all know we appreciate y'all, and we appreciate people that support this too. I mean, that's a big deal for people to come out.
Audience are every bit as important. They
Yeah.
gotta meet you here.
That's true.
There's several people here tonight that we thank, because when we started doing this at Dunn Brothers 14 years ago, and she's still here, Kathy and Lloyd,
Kathy and Lloyd
you
couldn't
know,
get here
and they
tonight.
couldn't be here tonight, but you know,
They have been great supporters.
we definitely miss them being here. So thank you.
Ruth and her mom.
Oh wait. Well, I think it's your turn, isn't it?
Getting a drink.
You got a song about a chicken or a dog or something?
No.
Catfish Bay.
That sounds good. I like that. I bet we could write that. This one's called Muscle and Chrome.
You won't know a thing till you're smart enough to learn it. Never have a dollar till you're hard enough to earn it. Some days you'll win the prize, some days you'll only bleed. Most days you'll get what you need. My neighbor got a job, let me tell you something, mister. That's a big deal when he's married to your sister. They're young, kind of dumb, and they never had a lot, but she's the only sister I've got. I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. I had a shaking 88 and a janky old Martin. Wasted on a dream, but my brother was the smart one. He went to college on a federal Pell Grant. I got a job at the refrigerator plant. Tonight she's got a Marlboro smoking and her feet on the dash. I got a Friday night grin and some payday cash. Rolling through what's left of our American dream. Looks like a boomtown real estate scheme. Hey, I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. Like the grease and the bearing on a flywheel, a side player that never gets his own deal. I'm the heart, I'm the guts, I'm the blood and the bone. These burdens we've got, every load we've got to shoulder. Take it while we're young and need it back when we're older. Some we gotta carry till they're strong enough to stand. Some we bury in the ashes and sand. I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. Hey, I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. I'm the muscle and chrome. I'm the muscle and chrome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? You all are done with me. I'll go.
Are you done?
Well, we're never done with.
All right.
We're never done with Mr. Hayden.
Okay, well, I'll sit down. Okay. Nope.
Oh no, I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Oh,
Use him and abuse him.
Hey, there it is. You want to take 5 for a minute while we figure out what we're doing? You can hang out.
Yeah, okay. Hang on.
Oh, this.
I've kind of gotten used to having him up here. I just feel better knowing he's here.
So how about a story for a song?
That sounds
Let's
good.
feel a little. Let's get a little serious for a
Man,
second.
I like stories.
Uh,
I like
so-
story songs.
growing up in the Midwest, we grew up in this little farm, and my dad was raised. They grew up there. The family kind of went through that old house and left a surprise on the floor. That was left behind. As the guys, my grandfather built his family. Working every day, and you can build that in a lot more ways than just putting sticks together for a house. And so this is kind of that, and how much you appreciate that. So it's called Those Acres That Used to Be.
Right down an old country tract, life was simply a matter of fact. It was church on Sunday morning, and through the week we'd work the farm. Hey, it was something to see on those acres that used to be. Grandpa built a house with his own two hands, taught my daddy how to be a man. Worked the cattle in the field. That American life's so real. Yes, it was something to see on those acres that used to be. And now we'll carry memories, yes, of a place and a time, as we thank God in heaven for a home where our hearts could lie and feel so free on those acres that used to be. Yeah, well, down yonder in the pasture land, there's a willow by the water that would grace the land, and the leaves dance lazy on the waves, draping on the lake where we played. Yes, it was something to see those acres that used to be. Yeah, well, Grandpa bought a Hawaiian steel, and my father gave us the family deal, and stories on the road we found, lessons learned to pass down. Yes, it was something to see all those acres that used to be. So we'll carry memories of a place and a time, and I thank God in heaven for that home where our hearts could lie and feel so free on those acres that used to be. Well, in that floor of the house that Grandpa built, we found a guitar, that Hawaiian steel. Now memories roll back to me as that guitar rings a melody, just taking me back to those acres that used to be. Yes, so I'm thanking heaven for this home where our hearts could lie and feel so free on those acres that used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, I like those kind. And what's weird, I got a new one that's pretty much along that theme about, I don't know, progress is necessary, but sometimes it's hard to see things grow up where you grew up, buildings, concrete, covering up the grass. And that's kind of strange. This is a pretty new song that's pretty much along those lines. That was a good song.
Thank you.
And this one, Sandy threw this phrase out to me and kind of inspired. So I just sat down and wrote this story. I said, I don't know what that means, but I think it means this.
Traffic on the switchback ain't as heavy as these clouds. I drive for home and hope I miss the snow. There are ghosts out in the tall grass. I hear them say my name, and I don't have the heart to tell them no. I used to ride the rail to Duncan Switch on Sunday morning. The people there don't need me anymore. So now I just drink tequila in the spirit of the West and watch the dust dance through the sunlight on the floor. It's hard to find my shelter in this age of gods and rust. I might as well be sleeping on the ground. I'd give up half my wages for one single thing I trust to guide me through these days of gods and rust. This used to be a farmer's town, but now it's just these rows of houses where the city workers sleep. There are bridges over waters and concrete on the ground that used to feed our cattle and the sheep. And we all called my neighbor Dollar. He was a working family man till he lost his arm working at the gym. These days we sit in his backyard, smoke joints and drink Moscato, and bitch about the condition that we're in. If there's shelter to be taken in this age of gods and rust, I think I know a place where you can go. When I put my faith in someone I know we can trust to lead us through these days of gods and rust. Snowflakes hit my windshield and bounce off into the ditch. They don't gather there, they just drift and swirl around. So far the roads are clear, the wind's so hard and cold, I'm not sure they ever reach the ground. Some nights my phone will ring, it's my sister on the line. She talks to me from someplace far away. I've not told her of the tall grass or the ghosts that call my name, or how I finally let them have their say. I've come to offer shelter through this age of gods and rust. I've made a place for you, so let's go home. As for me, so far tequila, it's the only thing I trust to comfort me through days of gods and rust.
Thank you.
No, not really, no.
Hey, if we run out of songs, let's just start over again.
If you run out of songs, there's a few other songwriters in the audience.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's some awesome ones in here.
Yeah.
You better dig deep or you'll lose your seat.
That's a good slogan right there.
I like because you gotta be here more often. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
Gotta be a song in there.
Okay.
Scott, let's do that. 3 more each.
3 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start. Well, who started the set?
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3
It's all good. You
3 more.
do another one. It's all good.
more, and then the fourth. We'll do the fourth. Y'all want to do 6? Do 6.
Hello, good.
3 more.
3 more apiece. All right. All right. Here's just a song about the grind.
I got up, checked that mail today, and I couldn't find nothing but my bills to pay. I got misery, just a little bit of misery. Come on, honey, let's run away. Yeah, come on, my baby, hey, we'll start today. Come on, honey, hey, run away from your misery. I got home at 2:15, and I'm up all night talking with you about your misery. Just a little bit of misery. Come on, honey, let's run away. Yeah, come on, baby, hey, we'll start today. Come on, honey, hey, run away from your misery. I don't know where you found that cloud of dread, but you know it's always just a hanging on overhead. Maybe the sun will find its way on back to you and I today. Come on, honey, let's run away. Yeah, come on, baby, start today. Come on, honey, run away from your misery. Say I don't love you, gal, but it seems like whenever you're around we find a little misery. Just a little bit of misery. Come on, honey, let's run away. Yeah, come on, baby, hey, we'll start today. Come on, honey, hey, run away from your misery. Come on, honey, let's run away. Yeah, come on, baby, hey, we'll start today. Come on, honey, hey, now run away from your misery.
Thank you. Mr. Hayden, thank you very much. He's waiting in the wings. I'm glad we could work one in. If there's any other ones that you remember, just trigger our brain.
Oh, I wish I did.
Awesome. This has been fun, Paul. Thanks for letting me share the stage with you.
Thank you for letting me share the stage with you. I just have had more fun than I've had in probably 5 years.
Yeah, it's been. You notice I didn't even smile when you said that. That's me too. I agree. It has been. It's been great. Thanks, Randy and Helen, for providing a stage for us to share. I know we say that a lot, but us guys that do that, y'all know this. It's kind of cool to have a place where you can come play your songs and people like y'all that will actually listen.
Yeah, God knows we just, working for a living and then coming here and just do this for fun. So it's really awesome. I want to say thank you to the folks that run the electronics back there in the back. Randy has some help that helps him out. So thank you.
Got some awesome engineers back there. I think Trey left, but he did a good job. Clay. Is it Clay?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Gabby's running the board now. All right, this is another new one. Let's try this one. I worked the swing shift the night I heard you died. I think I sighed and pulled smoke into my lungs. Thumped my cigarette across the yard and caught my breath on a song you used to sing when we were young.
And I believe the line between the Bible and the gun is worn so thin for me, they're hard to tell apart. We could have chosen easy roads, but I picked up these heavy loads. Your old man always said I don't work smart, but always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. I caught my second wind in Mena when we crossed the Ouachita, Arkansas, that shiny diamond in my mind. We had to stop the truck in Piggott, pay regards to Hemingway, so I drank till this tequila made me blind. You never cared to hear the songs I'd sing when I was drinking. You'd laugh at me, I'd tell you this is art. And then you'd kiss me like the fool I was. We'd get tangled up in love, sleep it off and get an early start. I always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. Highway 19 out of Canton was slick and wet with rain. A hydroplane negotiating with the wheel. I left you sleeping there so I could find the only thing out here that's mine. All these faithless walls of glass and steel. You always found a way to see some way to find the best in me. Always searched me for the hardest part. And if I wake you up to say goodbye, I'd just tell you one more lie. Silently, betrayers do depart. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. I swear to God, another bloody year. Look at what we've done. Should I run or be ashamed I'm still alive? If I've come away with nothing else, one thing I've learned about myself: the jaded and the foolish can survive. And I'm driving with my window down. I cuss this heat and cuss this town. Curse myself for being old and scarred. Between the radio and highway noise, you take these odds and make your choice. A bitter dose is always swallowed hard. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Randy, I'm going to do a switcheroo here real quick.
Play Mingling.
Yeah. Now for something really daring. So when I was recording that album there, a gentleman by the name of Milo Deering helped me with some parts, and he played the mandolin. And after I watched him playing the mandolin, I'm like, I got to go buy one of those things. So before I finished recording the album, I ended up writing this song, which we put on there. So. Are you kidding? What's that?
I got one of those. I'll make some racket with it every now and then.
Yeah, his mandolin was it was in better tune than this one was. All right, Heaven help.
There is a woman that's growing like a wild rose. She's grown more beautiful like a petal unfolds. She can steal a heart like a rose in spring, and she lives with such color when she'll sing. She sang about the hills that she calls home, sang about a family where the heart does roam, winding down where the Trinity River flows to grow free. Like a wild Texas rose. She can bend graceful like a rose stem in the breeze, and nourishes all with love like the roots and leaves. Sometimes a rose is found far off the road, or it's moved to richer soil so that it may grow. She sang about the hills that she calls home, sing about a family where the heart does roam, winding down to where the Trinity River flows to grow free. Like a wild Texas rose. Her thorns are protection off of those that she surrounds, yeah, to shield her from danger and help her to hold that ground. Life should leave you breathless like the beauty of a rose, yeah, to capture the senses of the body, heart, and soul. So she'll sing about the hills that she calls home, sing about a family where the heart does roam, winding down to where the Trinity River flows to grow free. Like a wild Texas rose. Well, the needful splendor is never enough when grafted to the heart of the one she loves. Together we will stand as the days will go. This wild heart and a wild Texas rose.
I need to take a couple more lessons though, but
That sounded great.
thank
Paul.
you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Look at you playing that mandolin.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I got one of those around the house somewhere. I played it when I recorded. You know, when I used to record at the house, I'd get it out.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I changed strings, I was like, my God, how many strings are on this thing? I'd like to play 4-string mandolin.
You're gonna write that.
You got.
Don't touch that mandolin.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I get to writing these songs, and probably some of you other writers can relate, and they just keep getting weirder and weirder just the further you get into it. You don't really know what the story is when you go in there. You just kind of walk into this world, and
Write itself.
yeah, they get weirder and weirder. This is one of those. This is one. This one's gonna be on the new EP too, I hope.
These bones were sorely hurt When I get up in the evening, shuffle off to work, with my shovel in my hand, drag my soul around with these hounds right beside me. The dirt can't wear me down, 'cause I am an honest man. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. My woman, she is Christian, but I don't mind her cooking. When she speaks, I listen. She keeps me company. And yes, I heard about it, what they say she done in Tulsa, but I don't go stepping out. Odds are good, she won't shoot me. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now.
Yeah, I know how it is, man.
Well, these holes in the soles of my boots keep me stepping lightly. The hard and the heavy hand of God keeps me working nightly. The moon's a silver thumbnail floating on the reservoir. I guess I better hightail to see that brakeman's lantern glow. Copperheads are crawling when the leaves begin to tumble. I'll just go about my calling. I got my grubbing hoe. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now.
Nice.
Something like that. Went blank on that lead.
Okay. The brain is slowing up. Must be getting past my
Mine does that every night.
Will I rise? Well, I'll rise in the morning, stumble right from my rack. Gonna rise, yeah, head on back to work, time to pay that money back. Life for me, hey, I found that's where it's at. Hey, wherever I'm gonna be working tomorrow, baby, well, that's where I'll be at. Well, my baby, the Lord has stole my heart. Gonna give her everything right there from the start, by her side. Hey, I know that's where it's at. Hey, wherever I'm gonna be working tomorrow, baby, well, that's where I'll be at. It might be the night in that country.
You're stuck with me, buddy.
Huh?
You're stuck with
Oh,
me.
you want to go?
Hey, I found that's where it's at. Hey, wherever I'm gonna be working tomorrow, baby, well, that's where I'll be at. Well, my baby, Lord, has stole my heart. Gonna give her everything right there from the start, by her side. Hey, I know that's where it's at. Hey, wherever I'm gonna be working tomorrow, baby, well, that's where I'll be at. Hey, wherever I'm gonna be working tomorrow, baby, well, that's where I'll be at. I said, wherever I'm gonna find my baby, yeah, well, that's where I'll be at.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sound good, Paul? I think this is it. This is my third one. I think I'll end it with this one. This is probably my newest song.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can remember the words.
And we don't have to stop with this song. This is if you guys want to, and the audience wants to, y'all can play a few more. It's just if you've got more that you want to play, you want to get recorded, let's do it. You're here.
Okay.
So it's just whatever everybody feels. I would say if they start leaving on you, it's probably time to
Probably so. I'm kind of
That's
like
the hint.
my brain shutting down.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's just wind it out. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll try this one. This one's about, I guess it's kind of appropriate for the Thanksgiving season. It's kind of about friends and getting through the times and people that are there for you. If I can remember the words, let's give it a shot.
Things I've learned, like it's painful to try to stay clean. And it's not the place, it's the space in between. And I had my doubts that these failures were something I'd use. I found out that they are, and there's freedom to choose. Here's to the mothers for wishing me well. Here's to those others who laughed when I fell. If you know things about me, but you'd never tell. Here's to you. Long, hot nights, crowded in like a book on a shelf. I did not give a damn, I was hurting myself. And I won't say much, but I think I might be alright. I don't miss a thing about Saturday night. So here's to the mothers for wishing me well. And here's where those others can go straight to hell. But the ones who are keepers with stories to tell. Here's to you. When I drive by now. It still takes my breath when I see that hole in the ground where the house used to be. Yes, I know I've changed. I don't come around very much, but you've got my number, please stay in touch. And here's to the mothers for wishing me well. Here's to my brothers for giving me hell. Those who stood by me with nothing to sell. Here's to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We good? We good? We can leave it right there. It's good. Yeah. You sure? I think I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think, you know,
Ladies and
we got,
gentlemen,
yeah.
Fant Paul Johnson.
Thank you.
David Hayden.
You know, I think we're to leave it right there. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, that's great. Thank everybody for coming out and enjoying. I'm so glad you could hear. Well, the Blue Meanies are attacking over here. We got Beatles falling off the wall. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
First Elvis and then the Beatles. Them pretty boys, I tell you what.